Okay. Okay, now we've got it. Okay. Okay, now we've got it. Okay, so move this one over here. Listen to it echo me. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call this court in session now. So there we go. This is the case 2022-01-032, the state of Texas versus Morris Liu on a speeding violation of 90 and a 75. We have Officer Lynn Mays here with us and the Assistant District Attorney Ian Marble, and then Mr. Morris Liu, correct?
Yes, but I don't see so I driving that fast.
Okay, hang on just a moment. I just wanted to make sure that you know that that you're facing the screen at all times, that there's no chewing of gum or food allowed, no audio or video recording is allowed, no distractions, so please turn music, television off if that's on. You'll be respectful when the judge is speaking and there's no interruptions. Likewise, when either party is speaking, there will be no outbursts, comments, or interruptions allowed. Only the parties involved in the hearing are allowed to speak. And if you have a witness, please let the judge know at the appropriate time and I'll instruct you accordingly. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right. So, my name is Judge Jana Lemons,
Okay.
and this is Officer Lynn Mays here to my left, and then we have Ian Marble, the Assistant District Attorney here. So we have the case of the state of Texas versus Morris Liu. Mr. Liu, now that you are here for your trial, I want you to make sure that you understand your rights. First, you do not have to say or do anything. You may choose to make arguments, ask questions of witnesses, and present evidence. But you do not have to do any of these things, and you also do not have to testify. Okay, do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay, you may also choose to change your plea now or at any time before the case is over, and I have given my judgment. Do you understand this choice that you have?
Yes, I do.
Okay, are both parties ready?
It's ready, Your Honor.
Okay, it is important to keep all the electronic devices off, except for not in this case, since how we're doing it by electronics. It shouldn't last that long. This is a criminal case, and the state of Texas claims that a law was broken and has brought this case to trial. My role is to apply the law and make sure that the case properly proceeds fairly. Because the state of Texas brought the charges, they will go first. Mr. Liu, you will always have the opportunity to respond. We will begin with opening statements, and when the state will have the witnesses testify and provide any physical evidence that you're relying on, Mr. Liu, you will have a chance to question those witnesses and look at any documents presented. When the state is finished, Mr. Liu, you will have the chance to call any witness and provide any physical evidence that you would like me to consider. The state may choose to put on a rebuttal case. Both sides will have a chance to make their final arguments. Mr. Marble, are you, you may begin your opening now.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, state would waive giving an opening statement.
Okay. Mr. Liu, would you like to begin your opening statement if you choose to?
What I mean?
Just about, I don't know, just a statement stating about what this case is.
About my spelling?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I was just following from the car. Used my car is an ACC system. Just depending the from car how much he driving, how much I driving. So yeah, that will be it.
Okay.
Because that's an automatic driving system. So
Okay. Well, let's go on then, and if Mr. Marble, would you like to call your first witness?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state calls Trooper Lynn Mays to the stand.
Okay. So this is Trooper Mays. If you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
Okay. You may begin to ask your questions.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you state and spell your name for the record, please?
Lynn Mays, LYNNMAYS,
And how are you employed, Mr. Mays?
with the Texas Department of Public Safety, attached to the Highway Patrol.
And how long have you been employed in that capacity?
See, I was employed June 1st, 2002, and commissioned on December 13th, 2002.
And do you have prior law enforcement experience before that?
No,
Okay. What are your normal duties as a trooper?
normal duties, patrolling the highways, enforcing state, local, and federal laws. And in recent years, we've been spending a lot of time at the border.
Okay. Are you trained to use a radar gun?
Yes,
Okay. And do you have a lot of experience using a radar gun?
let's see, I've been using it since January of 2003 when I started on the road.
Okay. Draw your attention to January 18th, 2022. Do you recall that date?
Yes,
What were you doing on that date?
at this particular time, I was driving from Amarillo back to Clarendon.
Okay. And what time was this that you're referring to?
When I first checked Mr. Liu on radar, it would have been approximately 1:35 p.m.
Okay. Let's trace back a little bit. So you came upon the defendant at about 1:20, a little bit after, you say? Was that right?
Pardon me?
I'm sorry. What time did you say again? Can you tell me again?
I checked him on radar at about 1:35 p.m.
Okay. Okay. And where were you posted at that time?
It's just a few miles east of Claude.
Okay. And that's in Armstrong County?
Yes,
Okay. And what did you clock him at?
90 miles per hour.
Okay. And was your radar properly calibrated at that time?
Yes,
Okay. And can you explain how you calibrate a radar or how it gets calibrated?
at the beginning and end of every shift, we calibrate it internally and externally with the tuning forks. And then after every citation is written, then we do an internal check.
Okay, and after you radared after you radared the defendant, what did you do next?
I made him coming at me, checked him on radar, activated my lights, and met him in the median. And he went on by, and I got in behind him and caught up to him, and he finally pulled over.
Okay, and then you came upon the defendant?
I approached the driver's side window and identified myself and told him why I'd been stopped and asked him for his driver's license.
And did he say anything at the time?
I don't remember everything he said.
What type of vehicle was he driving, do you recall?
See, it's a 2018 BMW 640.
Okay, so what did you do next then?
Pardon me?
What'd you do next after you got his license and information?
I told him that the speed limit was 75 miles per hour. He'd been checked on radar at 90, and he would need to contact the judge in Claude.
Okay.
And
And
I
did
went back
anything else happen after that?
Pardon me?
What happened after that?
I went back to the car and ran his license plate and his driver's license and printed off the ticket and went back up and explained to him that what he needed to do when he needed to contact the court, and that his signature was not a plea of guilty, but a promise to contact the judge.
And so was this an unusual traffic stop or was this pretty standard?
Pretty standard.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Liu, do you have any questions for this witness?
No, but I don't think so. I driving that fast. So
Okay. So you don't have any questions other than the fact that you're just saying that you did not drive that fast?
yes.
Okay. Do you have any other follow-up questions, Mr. Marble?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So, I guess you can step down from the witness stand at this time.
Go somewhere. Stay here.
You can stay here, I
Okay.
guess. I don't know. Okay, so Mr. Morris, would you like to explain, or would you like to, or do you have any other witnesses that you would like to?
Yeah, the state has no further witnesses at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Liu, do you have a witness?
No.
Okay. Are you wanting to speak on your behalf? Yourself?
Yes.
Okay. If you'll raise your right hand.
Yes.
Do you swear to state the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you may lower your hand. Okay. You may begin with your statement then.
Yeah, I was stopped before the officer pulling me over, and yeah, I just find out the gas station, and I keep going because it's like 30-40 miles left on my gas, and I just use the ACC following system to following the from the car. So how fast they driving, how fast I'm driving. So I'm just keep driving because that's the first time I'm driving that way from the Texas to the Colorado Denver. So I don't know what's going on, and I see the one police car just cross street, the highway cross street, the face on me and make a U-turn and pull over me. But that's all I know.
Okay, so explain to me again what are you saying? What is your ACC?
ACC, that's me. Just from the front car. The one car is from me. I just from the first car. How fast he driving? How fast I'm driving? So that's just the car system, like auto driving.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to say or present?
No, because that's my first time gotta take it. So I don't know.
Okay. Ms. Marble, do you have any questions for this defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Liu, where were you coming from when you got this ticket?
I'm coming from the Texas, Dallas to the Denver, Colorado.
You were heading towards Denver, Colorado, or coming from Denver, Colorado?
Coming from the Texas to the
Okay.
Denver.
Okay. And what speed do you think you were going?
Like 80 something.
So it's fair to say you still believe you were speeding, but you don't believe that you were going 90. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, I think just a little bit, but not that much.
Okay.
Because
state would
I'm
pass the-
always really be careful of the speeding.
Thank you. The state would pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say, Mr. Liu?
No.
Okay, so then we will go ahead and proceed further. You don't have anyone else to speak on your behalf?
No.
No other witnesses? Okay. At this time, you'll both get a chance to say a few closing things if you would like to say anything. So Mr. Marble, if we'll go ahead and begin with you.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Just briefly, on January 18th, Trooper Lynn Mays radared a vehicle going 90 miles per hour in a 75 mile per hour zone. His radar was properly calibrated, and he's an experienced officer in using radar system in order to detect speed. Additionally, state would note that the defendant has made an admission that he does believe that he was in fact speeding, just that does not believe for the speed was 90 and a 75, but his admission should be sufficient. The fact that it's above 75 is by itself sufficient to prove the elements of speeding, and that's all.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Liu, would you like to state a closing statement?
Oh, can you say that again?
Would you like to have a closing statement?
What is that, the closing statement?
Just finalize your argument for your case.
No.
Okay. So I've heard or like a rebuttal as to what Mr. Marble said. Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing to say. I don't know. That's my first time doing that, so I don't know what's gonna be next. And
Okay.
I just want to say whatever I want to say. So I already done.
And you've already done that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So after hearing both sides of the state of the case, I do rule in favor of the state. You have admitted that you were speeding, and which is what the case is about. So what we will do is we will disclose this as a conviction on it will stay on your record, and for the amount of $234.
$234.
Yes.
So I have to pay for that.
Yes, sir.
How can I pay for that?
We can pay online.
Yeah, sure.
I can do it here right now, or you can go to the government portal website and pay it there.
So how can I pay right now?
Okay. I will get that information from you in just a moment. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and dismiss the case. So this case is now adjourned. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Marble, and I'll get with the defendant now and take care of this.
Thank you, and thanks to Lynn as well for showing up.
Okay. Yes, thank you for coming in.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Y'all take care.
All right, you too. Okay, Mr. Lou,
Yes.
okay, we will proceed to get your payment.
What do you need?
Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me get you pulled up. One second. I'm trying to pull up my thing real quick. Hey, what's the name on the card?
It's my name, Maurice Liu.
And now the card number.
4147
4147.
2024
Okay.
4642 1800
Okay. And the expiration date?
It's 1024.
Okay, and I'll send the receipt to your email. LIUM081313 @gmail.
Yes.
Okay, so a copy of the receipt has been sent to you. There was a 4.5% convenience fee. So your total was 244.53.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it. Be safe driving, and thank you for getting on the Zoom with us.
Okay. We good?
We're good.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.